completely to art, like as a means of coping.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But you saying expecting it, meaning like you get into a friendship expecting it to end in a devastating, tragic, sad way, so it can inspire art. But are you manifesting that in a certain degree?
I don't know. I hope I'm not. I really hope I'm not, because it feels that way. Because like I look back to old songs like "Life's a Dream" and all these songs I wrote in my closet.
I'll tell you guys a story. I had a friend whose girlfriend continuously broke his heart and was continuously doing things that he knows that she'll keep doing, and he'll keep on having to take her back because that love is so strong. And she'll keep promising that she'll change, but she never changes. And he'll be at the verge of breaking up with her and leaving her. And then she'll be like, wait, can you please wait for me? I'll change. I promise I'll change. I'll change soon. I'll fix these problems. And he'll be like, okay, maybe I do have this faith that you will change. So I'll stay. Even at my own expense, I'm the one being hurt. I'm the one getting my heart broken. I'll stay because that love I have for you is so strong.
So the fact that this was a loud secret for so long and everyone on his Discord knew about David and Celeste and no one had anything to say about it until her body was found in the back of his Tesla is one of the most disturbing things that we have witnessed in a while.
He's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego, and the story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was in the vault for...
David was addicted to dry snitching on himself in his songs and his streams, and even dating back to over a year, there were people trying to expose him and waiting for the day that he would finally get arrested for dating an underage girl all this time. Sources are even saying that David had already been reported to the police multiple times and was even reported while he was streaming, yet nothing was really done about it. And now the police are scrambling to put the pieces together to uncover his motive for unaliving that child. Well, it looks like the internet has already done the police's job for them, because old posts started resurfacing where David was talking about Celeste possibly being pregnant by him and wanting to keep the baby, and that would have exposed him as a PDF file. It really does make you wonder how many people were complicit in covering this up. And how many people did David have to pay off to keep this under wraps for the length of time that he did? This situation just keeps getting darker, and every day there is something new stacking up against David. Now we're gonna get into this.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying, why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I go on crazy year after year for the next 3 years, and then on the 4th year I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up on every
What's the secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely not.
Right now, the only update we want to hear about is that David has been arrested and is ready to be taken to court any minute now. Realistically, there's so much evidence online alone that the internet has dug up to establish an undeniable connection between David and Celeste. And if there's this much evidence on Discord, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, and his songs alone, can you even begin to imagine what David has stashed away in his phone, laptop, other devices, and home? So between the online evidence, the things found on his device, and the simple fact that a minor was found dead and decomposed in the back of a Tesla that he owned, why haven't they arrested him yet?
Yeah, super. All these songs I wrote in my closet or my sister's closet in 2022, when I'm looking at my life in the past 8 to 9 months, I'm like, whoa. Like, bro, these songs are soundtracking my life.
Just last week, while TikTok star and streamer David was out on tour, people started finding out about his connection to the then missing 14-year-old Celeste Hernandez. And when they found the dismembered and decomposing body of Celeste in the back of his Tesla, he tried to completely ignore the situation and continue with his nationwide tour, which is expected to be a massive success. But now that more receipts from his streams, subreddits, Discord, and even his own songs have started to show that he had more than just a connection with her, the situation has gotten to a point where his label Interscope has completely canceled the rest of his tour dates and have pulled all promotion and marketing of him until the investigation is complete. During his tour, David PR put out a mini statement saying that he was cooperating with the police and that the car that Celeste's body was found in had been abandoned in Hollywood Hills and the car had been reported missing. But even though the police haven't come out with anything concrete about David, the internet has been going all out, digging and trying to find out if there was at least one person who knew that David was out there having a whole relationship with a 14-year-old. And yeah, what they found was downright disturbing, to say the least. So for as long as a year now, people have been leaving comments about their weird relationship, with one person saying, waiting for LAPD to get your A for messing with a 13-year-old girl. I mean, even his Discord about a year ago, when David was talking about how stressed out he was about which song to put out, someone came straight up and told him to put out the one about the missing girl, Celeste. Chill. Y'all bold. And it got even creepier when a now deleted user on his Discord server shared a picture where she has a David tattoo on her ring finger, which also has a wedding ring on it. Almost as soon as news broke about David and Celeste, someone else commented that he was a known PDF and also added, my sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader and she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in the 9th grade now, and it turns out that C's friends knew and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. He told me he was giving someone in Elsinore money because he was with a minor and showed me a picture of it too. I didn't even know if I believed it at the time, but now I'm tweaking. There was also a picture that came out with him handing some teenagers a brown bag and also a stack of cash. And if you still had any doubt in your mind that David might actually be a prime suspect in all of this, there is also a clip that just came out again. David is on stream with a girl with a hoodie on and glasses that look very much like Celeste, and the girl in the video said something very strange.
He trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
Apart from what she said, if you pay attention to the chat, his fans were spooked out too. Some were calling him David Epstein and also said that he was going to be canceled if what she was saying was true. Then again, an immediate neighbor who lived close to David's home in Hollywood Hills, he said he saw the singer and Celeste together all the time, to the point that he believed that they were living together. Whenever David and Celeste would pass him by, he would even acknowledge each of them. However, David didn't really engage with him all that much, apart from being polite, and he and Celeste mostly kept to themselves. However, all this time, he didn't know exactly who David was and simply thought that they were two 18 and 19-year-olds living together. The neighbor also explained that he knew when David's Tesla went missing because it was always parked outside. So when the car went missing, he asked him about it, and David said that his car was hit and he never fixed it and didn't offer any more information. It looks like David didn't want anyone close by knowing too much about him, and he was trying to hide something. And as damning as what the neighbor is saying is, it is far from the last thing to come out about David and Celeste. The thing is, Celeste Hernandez was first reported missing in April of 2024. 17 months before her body was eventually discovered, there were photos of her on August 23rd at one of David's shows in Silver Spring, and there was also another video of David making heart signs at her. The date matches up with her brother's information that she stopped replying 2 weeks before they found her. And girl, this rabbit hole continues to go even deeper because the internet managed to dig up an old video of David cleaning a pair of shoes, and then they also found a picture of Celeste wearing the same exact sneakers. Keep in mind that everything that we're saying right now is only what the internet detectives have dug up, and it's already looking bad, but the police have still not publicly listed him as a person of interest because they are all still allegedly trying to find David's motive for doing all of this. But the streets want justice for Celeste, and they want it now. Sources just provided the final piece of the puzzle, which could explain why David would want Celeste out of the way. Another photo from David's Discord server came out where a fan was asking him if he was single or taken. He responded that he and Celeste have a baby on the way. Expecting a baby with a 14-year-old was probably the last thing David wanted. He tried to keep the relationship under wraps, And if she ended up keeping and having the baby, David's career would come to a screeching halt, since it would be out there for the world to see that he really was a PDF. And if you also listen to the lyrics of one of David's songs that he posted on X this year, he basically talked about unaliving someone and getting away with it. He sang, "Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her." On top of that, there was even another song that was leaked where he sang, "We are living how we live. I thought you said you didn't want no kids, and then you lied to my face and said it is what it is." Ciao, girl. I mean, at this point, it's like the dominoes are falling all into place. All the evidence is just lining up against him, and I don't really know what's left for y'all to see. And even though it's innocent until proven guilty, people aren't holding back when it comes to David, because there's now so much out there not to believe what's right in front of you. Celeste would have still been alive if anyone said anything about David grooming her as young as 12. There truly is no support for girls and women. I bet my last dollar David took his 14-year-old girlfriend's life because she had gotten pregnant and wanted to keep it, and he didn't want to be charged as a PDF. There are many scary things about David and Celeste's situation, but what is bone-chilling to me is how many people knew exactly where she was and who she was with the entire time she was missing and didn't tell anyone. But like we said, the police have yet to list him as a suspect, but do you guys really think that David unalived her because she was pregnant? Sound off in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.